Yo, what's going on, guys? It is someone that's no one here today. Today we got another dream journal. Today's one's gonna be, I guess it's they're all fucking weird. They've always been fucking weird. Dreams are fucking weird to begin with. What's a dream, anyways, right? But today's gonna focus on kind of this party. But there was a track meet. Then we get drunk. Then we do shit, and yeah, we'll get into that quite shortly. But before we get into that, if you can like today's video, I'd appreciate that very much. I really appreciate the support you guys been showing lately. Really means a lot to me. And yeah, keep it up, guys. I really do appreciate it. Subscribe if you haven't already, if you enjoy the content. And yeah, let's dive into it. So there was this one time we had this track meet in Orland. Now, Orland is a place in the IL, if you're curious, and it's still kind of in the Chicagoland area. Well, yeah, it is technically, but it's more suburban. But we were having this indoor meet right now, and the track meet, it runs like normal, like any other meet, but it turned out this girl I knew was having a party not too far from the school we were at. And this girl, we'll call her Diana. Now, Diana at the time was a girl I was interested in, and she was interested in me, but it wasn't like, she wasn't really crazy, like bad like that. I wasn't really too crazy over her, but she was someone, I might as well. I guess she was cool, I talked to her type shit. It's a dream. Let's get to the point. But I guess there were drinks and shit at this party, but I wasn't about to go ditch this track meet, just for all that, until she sent me this one freaking text message. And that text message said, I'm fucked up. And she sent that message, and I knew it was game over. Now, I was with Jordan at the time as well, and some other familiar characters. If you can point them out, great. You can make connections. They're from previous videos, but now Jordan decided to come along to this track meet, and he didn't actually, run track with me at all, like ever. And he had a day off work, or I guess, or something, and we generally, we have squad with us, at the track meets. But I was also with Tyson, and I was telling, Tyson, I'm gonna go meet Diana at this place not too far. If the coach asks where I'm at, just tell him I'm in the bathroom or some shit, cover for me. And of course, Tyson responds with the "I've got you, bro." And I knew he would have my back, but Jordan drove in shit, like he drove to the meet, and so we had a way to get to this party, and the party was being hosted at this French place. And yeah, this is where things start to get kind of weird in a way. But now the people there were a mix of Mexican people and fucking French people, and it was honestly the weirdest mix ever. It made no sense, but for whatever reason, I guess Jordan knew French, which is the weirdest shit ever because he doesn't know anything about it, and people were talking French in this dream, so I can't translate that. But I remember walking into this place and seeing some guys with a couple beers next to this bathroom. But we go into the bathroom to freshen up a little bit, and Jordan had an extra change of clothes, thankfully, because I only had my track shit on. And we walk into the fucking place, and it has this kind of pretty dark atmosphere with kind of lights flashing, kind of like a club in a way. But there was loud music as well. But I remember Jordan, he was speaking French to one of the guys and started having a fucking conversation. And we do this for quite some time until we find Diana finally. And she's like in this red dress, and she looks all goofy. Goofy in the way that, like, she looks fucked up, off alcohol, like she's been drinking. And, I just say, what's up? And she's with some people already. She's with two other girls and this one dude. And I think one of the girls and that dude were a couple or some shit. I don't know, but you could already tell that Diana, though, she had quite a bit to drink already, and she was basically being way more open than she normally was, and she acted drunk in this dream, I guess. But she was like, "You finally came, don't be such a weirdo and sit down." And I had no idea what she meant by fucking weirdo, but I did sit down, and I was like, what's going on? And she was just like, we're just having some fun, and she was like, "Here, and she handed me the bottle of vodka. And I knew I couldn't drink that shit and then expect to go run. Remember, the track meet and shit. And I was like, nah, I'm good. And all the while, Jordan and this one dude were talking in French and shit. But Diana, she was like, "Come on, Vince, don't be a fucking pussy." And this girl, she's like 5'2" or some shit, and she started talking to me like that, and like she was trying to make me look like a bitch and be intimidating and shit. And I knew I shouldn't have done this, but I just fucking grabbed that bottle because of that and started drinking some of it. And I asked her, "Is there any place we can go?" And she knew what I meant, cause, well, the dirty shit, I guess. Yeah, it basically turns into one of those, I guess. But she was like, "No, there is no place." But then she said, "I want to go to that back room." So she was kind of like contradicting herself in a way, but she was just completely fucking out of it. And I came around and helped her out of her chair, and she led me to this back room where there's this place where we can do what people do, and we locked it up and shit, and we did the shit. We're not getting into details, you guys can imagine, because I was just thinking, fuck it, why not? Maybe I'll miss one of my races, who cares? But it's pretty much what happened. We only took like, I guess, 15 minutes. I guess I don't fucking know. I mean, it was a dream. I was in a rush. I remember that, to finish, honestly, because I wanted to get back to the meet. But the shitty part was when it was all over. I finally felt a hit from that vodka, and she, because she made me chug that shit basically, and it wasn't bad, but it did throw off my races somewhat for that day. And I luckily didn't actually miss any of the races either, so everything turned out just grand. So pretty positive dream, some weird shit going on there. Not too long, but yeah, it's one of those dreams where shit happens, and we don't really have much explanation for why, but it's interesting to look at. And yeah, so if you enjoyed this, please subscribe, check out my other videos, guys. Like the video. I appreciate all your guys' support. And yeah, it's Dream Journal number 4, I believe. But it's been your boy, Someone That's No One, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.